Thank you to all my channel members, including my fan appreciation level members and my contributor level members, for helping support the YouTube channel. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jonathan Cohn, and today I have my book review of the book Monster Hunter Legion by Larry Correia. This is the fourth book in the Monster Hunter International main series. I've read the books Monster Hunter International, Monster Hunter Vendetta, and Monster Hunter Alpha, all of which I really enjoyed. And then, of course, I read a spin-off book last year, Monster Hunter Memoirs Fever, which I really liked this one. This is my favorite book in the series that I've read so far, although Monster Hunter International was also very good. So I've been enjoying this series. It's a fun series. It's schlocky action, fighting monsters and stuff, and I like that. I really enjoy that. This is good, light stuff to read after a heavy book. However, I was really excited to read Legion, and I was excited that we got to get our main cast back, because in the previous book, Alpha, all you had was Harbinger. He was the only main character in that book. It was all new characters. And in this book, it's got the rest of the main cast. It's got Owen Zastavapit. It's got, as the main character, it's got Julie, his wife, and then, of course, it's got Harbinger in it as well. And so I was really excited going into this. And one of my criticisms was it felt like all three of the previous books had been too long, and this book, he did cut it down, as he has been the whole time. It still should have been cut down more, is my problem. I still think the book could have been cut down more. And as a whole, even though there were moments that I loved in this book, there are individual scenes that I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. It's surrounded by really long periods of, I just don't care what's happening right now. And that's really unfortunate, because those cool moments were really cool. There's a dragon on the cover. When you meet the dragon was an awesome, hilarious sequence. I loved meeting the dragon the first time. I thought that was great. Also, there was a sequence where you find out someone is pregnant, and it is hilarious and also really touching. And there's also some great action sequences right at the beginning of the book that I really liked. So there is, in different places, some really cool moments. But so much of this book is spent in a convention center in Las Vegas, and it is basically just our main characters trying to figure out what they're going to do next. And they're kind of trapped in there because there's this monster that got in when they were out monster hunting stuff. They're at a convention for monster hunters, a secret convention, and one of the monsters got in the convention center. So all these different monster hunters from around the world are trying to stop this monster that can basically shapeshift. And a shapeshift formless monster really just doesn't do it for me, because I like in the previous books when they have, we're going to go hunt vampires or we're going to go hunt zombies, and you just take a machine gun and they just start wrecking the bad guys. I like that better. I also liked even in Alpha when they went after the werewolves. They felt tangible. I understood there was other stuff going on too, but I felt it was very tangible. But you have here the monsters, pretty much it was just one major monster that they were fighting that was intangible, and I just didn't really love that. And it was nebulous, and so the threat was just kind of out there, and it just didn't work for me at all. And sometimes you can have character work in here, and that sometimes works. And in fact, there is one character, I don't want to spoil it if you're a fan of the series, but there's one character who I don't think you would expect him to show up. I'll say it's a character from Vendetta that shows up. And when that character shows up, I was like, hey, that was actually really fun. That was actually a really cool moment, including him. But it took so long to get there that I just didn't care. And so this is the first time in the series I've been like, I didn't really care for it, which is sad because I've enjoyed the other books in the series. None of the books are top tier, best of the year reads, but they're all entertaining reads, and so it's sad to find one that I just don't find entertaining. I don't think it's a bad book by any means. I think that some of the payoffs and promises are great. I think some of the plot line is interesting. I think some of the ideas presented, some of the action is fun, some of the character work's good. So it has some good elements. It's just that, was the book enjoyable? No. And that's really frustrating to say because I don't have concrete, like, this is a bad book. This is just not an entertaining book for me, which is really hard to say. So that is my thoughts on Monster Hunter Legion. I'm sorry I didn't like it more. I give it a 5 out of 10. It was okay. It was an okay read. It was a book. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't feel like it was bad. I don't feel it was great. I just feel like it was just kind of there. And that's really unfortunate. I do plan to continue on maybe next year with the Monster Hunter series because I do enjoy it. I do want to read more Larry Correia books. I find his books interesting, which, by the way, I did interview Larry Correia, so you can look up on the channel if you're interested in seeing that interview. But I'm interested in more from him and more of schlocky fun books. It's just this one just for some reason didn't click with me. I will say it was really nice that Baen actually, even though I was not the most positive about the book, Baen, the publisher, still shared my review on their Twitter, which means that they are even willing to share not positive reviews, that they're open to listening to anyone on it. So that was really nice. So that is my thoughts on Monster Hunter Legion. If you've read this book, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Did you like it better than me? Did you dislike it? Let me know what you thought. And until next time, I'm Jonathan, and thanks for watching.